back to the channel everyone. This is Vikram and you're watching MotoVids. So guys, that is the all new Hyundai Alcazar and that is the car which I'm going to be reviewing today. So without any delay, let's get started. So guys, this is the all new Hyundai Alcazar and as you can see it's got traditional Hyundai key, but you can see if we long press this button we can turn the engine on. That's a very cool feature. And as you can see, the front aspect is very much similar to the Hyundai Creta. The only difference which we can find is the grille has been revised. Here you can see we have a triple chamber LED headlamps and an LED DRL, but fog lamp and indicators which are placed over here are halogens. And now coming to the side aspect, as you can see on the fender we have auto written. That means it's an automatic transmission. So guys, this is the heart of this car. It's a 1.5 litre 4-cylinder diesel engine, CRDI 16 valve written over here, and obviously it's a diesel motor, so it needs insulation. It's a very refined engine. And coming to the gearbox, in this car we have a 7-speed automatic gearbox. Shifts are very smooth and accurate. So guys, this car has got a 360-degree parking camera. This is one, and here we have another. The remaining two, one is in the rear and the other is on the ORVM over the other side. It's got 18-inch wheels. The tire size happens to be 215/55 R18 and the alloy design looks very nice. The color scheme of the alloys is also very nice. As you can see, the footstep has been treated with chrome finish and it looks very beautiful in this particular color scheme. And you can see we have indicators mounted on the ORVMs as such. And over the top we have roof rails which are obviously not functional as such. And you can see the C pillar is kind of on the bulkier side and the D pillar is also very bulky. And now coming to the rear wheel, this also comes with the same 215/55 R18 size, and the rear wheel comes with a disc. And as you can see, the tail lamp looks pretty cool, and we have Alcazar written over here, and the rear parking camera is placed over here, if you can see that. Yeah. And Hyundai logo, we have a rear wiper over there, and over here we have a shark fin antenna, and in the rear we have a diffuser sort of treatment, and it's got a dual exhaust, which is a very cool thing. And these are the parking sensors, and this is the towing hook of the vehicle. Reflectors placed over there. Now coming to the boot, with all three rows up we have 180 liters of boot storage, and under this as well we have storage for the toolkit and all, as you can see. And we can flip these seats to increase the boot carrying capacity to 480 liters. In order to flip those seats you need to pull the strap, as you can see. That is how you do that. And in the third row we have functional AC vents and bottle holders as such, which is a very cool thing. They should have given electronic tailgate opener. That is the only thing which misses out on this vehicle. Now coming to the rear seat, as this is a 6-seater variant, we have complete captain seats in the middle row as well. And you can see the center console looks very nice. We have an armrest and a storage under this. Seats are very comfortable, and we have a wireless charging pad over here, and we have twin cup holders over here. And as you can see in the middle row as well we have AC vents. And over here we've got a panel in order to put your laptop and work. And here we have a cup holder as well. Let me sit in the rear seat. As you can see, we've got a Bose audio system, which is very nice. And you can see we have this dual tone sort of treatment on the rear door, and the seat belts are height adjustable. It's a very nice touch. And I'll show you my favorite feature in this car. It's this massive panoramic sunroof. And in the rear we have these manual adjustable sunblinds as well. And in the third row is also spacious enough for children but not for adults. And in the third row over here we have USB charging sockets, and we have proper AC vent controls in the third row as well. And we have proper 3-point seat belts in the third row as well, which is a very nice thing. But man, this panoramic sunroof is my all-time favorite. From outer aspect it looks kind of similar to the Creta, but in the interior we have a lot of difference as such. This is the air purifier which is there in all the Hyundai cars nowadays. Let me get into the front seat. And the bottle holder in the rear, on the rear door, is also very spacious enough to accommodate a liter bottle. Now coming to the driver's seat, driver's side door, we have a request sensor over here. And as you can see, we have regular switches on the door. These are for the power windows. This is to child lock the power windows, and these are to control the ORVMs, and this is to lock and unlock the car. It's raining, so let me quickly get into the car. Guys, this is the start engine stop button. This is to turn off the traction control, and this is the headlight leveler. And coming to the steering wheel, we have a beautiful flat bottom steering wheel with paddle shifters on this. And on the left side, we have controls for this infotainment system and answering and declining calls and all that stuff. And on the right side, we have buttons for cruise control and to toggle through this instrument cluster. We have a single zone automatic climate control AC over here, and this is the button for hazard lights. And these are the AC controls, and as you can see over here, we have 12-volt charging socket, we have a USB charging socket, and this USB port over here is to connect your device via Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and all that. And this is a wireless charging pad. This thing is present in the rear as well. And here we have twin cup holders in the center console, and this center console, man, it looks beautiful. We have sunblinds in the rear, but unfortunately we don't have them on the front windows. And this is your sunglass holder. So guys, if you press this button, parking cameras turn on, and you can select different modes for this, different views as such. This is the rear camera, this is the front camera, this is the top view, and this is the view of both the sides, and this is the 360 view of this car. You have different settings, like you can adjust the brightness, contrast. This car has a lot of cool features. This instrument cluster is one of my favorites. And as you can see, we have a speedometer on the left side and a tachometer on the right side. Whenever you turn the right signal on, it shows you the right blind spot on the right side pod, and whenever you turn the left signal on, it shows you the left blind spot in the left side pod, which is a very cool thing as such. And this is a 10-inch infotainment system. It has a lot of features. It has navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and everything. This IRVM has got auto dimming feature. I can't stop praising this panoramic sunroof, man. Unfortunately, I can't open it because of the rain out there. And you can see we have the regular Hyundai air purifier over here, and this is the gear knob of the car, and this is to change the drive modes and traction modes. This is the electric parking brake of the car, this is the auto hold function, and this is the driver's rear view monitor. So guys, before driving this car, I'd like to show you another cool feature of this car. We have different drive modes and different traction modes as well. As you can see, we have 3 traction modes: sand, snow and mud, whereas we have 3 drive modes, that is comfort, eco and sport. In sports mode, it delivers 113 bhp and 250 Newton meters of torque. So guys, that is pretty much about the interior and exterior of the car. Let's quickly drive this car and let's see how it performs. So guys, this is the all-new Hyundai Alcazar diesel automatic. This is the top and platinum variant. We are all set to go into drive mode. As you can see, the ride quality of this car is on the moderate side. It's not too soft, at the same time it's not too stiff. It's tuned for Indian roads properly. Presently we are off-roading this car. The surface over here is not at all proper. The ride quality is very nice. At the same time, in higher speeds you won't feel any bounciness as such. It is very compliant and planted at higher speeds. This car has got 200 mm ground clearance, so there's no issue with bad patches and all. And like all other Hyundai cars, steering wheel is light, but once you start revving it, steering is becoming heavy in a good way. It's giving proper feedback as such. And at parking speeds, it's very light. And in spite of its length, it's very easy to drive this car. It's not that tough job as such. And coming to the transmission, it is smooth. Here we have a 7-speed automatic transmission. We have paddle shifters as well. If you want to drive it in manual mode, you can use these paddles, or you can even use the Tiptronic function in the gear lever. And the initial pickup of this car is very nice. First I thought a 1.5 liter engine can't pull this heavy car, but that is not the case over here. It's very subtle. The first impressions, like, it feels like an extended Creta, but once you drive this car, that won't be your impression anymore. When you get into sports mode, it revs till 4,500 RPM to give you an upshift, and that is where the real power lies. This 1.5 liter 4-cylinder engine produces 113 bhp and 250 Newton meters of torque. All the torque lies in kind of in the mid-range. That is where the main torque of any diesel engine lies. That is why fun in driving this car is in the mid-range for sure. And the low end as well is not that laggy as such. Until the turbo spools in, there's a slight amount of lag, but that is not at all a big issue. In city speeds you can cope with it. And the top end, I'm not sure about the top end because I haven't taken it till there. But the mid-range is very strong. You can feel sudden surge of power in the mid-range, as you can see. That is in the drive mode. And coming to the brakes, we have discs on all the 4 brakes, and it's got ABS and everything. So braking is very nice. It's pretty confident, and the feedback from this brake lever is also very nice. Honestly, I can't find any flaws in this car as such. It's a very good car, and the driving position is also very commanding. In fact, it's very commanding compared to the Creta as well. I've driven the Creta. In fact, I've driven almost all the generations of Creta, so I think I can compare it with it. Compared to the Creta, the driving position is very commanding. That might be because of this higher seat position. In the highest setting, you can even see the hood of the car. That is how commanding the position is. At the same time, it's not a scary car to drive as such. In spite of its long dimensions, it's way longer than the Creta because we have a third row over here. Of course, the third row is not for adults. For kids, it's very comfortable. And we have 18-inch wheels, so the grip is also very nice. It's not a true off-roader because it's a front-wheel drive car, so but for occasional off-roading or whatever unavoidable situations which we face, you won't be facing any issues because we have 200 mm ground clearance, and the initial pickup is also very nice, so you won't get stuck in any kind of terrains.
If you have any sale related queries, you can contact Mr. Mark from Lakshmi Hyundai Rajahmundry. I left his contact details in the pinned comment below.
This is my review of the all new Hyundai Alcazar. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, share, and most of you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video real soon. Until then, take care. This is Vikram signing off.